although the chair may have made reference to it, is it my understanding that the length of my affidavit and the issues to be raised is appreciated by the committee members, which will not necessarily make it possible for us to complete today. And I'm raising this because I surely don't want to be here and run through the issues for the sake of running through the issues. It was important for me to provide context in as far as the affidavit is concerned, and also considering the amount of time that we took in consultation and the sleepless nights, Chair, we spent in putting together this comprehensive affidavit. So I will appreciate it if we were not to run through the affidavit for the sake of running through the affidavit, but do justice to the issues that have been raised. I'm not here solely to respond to what Mr. Nkabinde had disclosed. Of course, what he said is the truth, but also there are a number of issues that General Mkhwanazi himself have spoken to that I will want to talk to, that are covered in my affidavit. And maybe, Chair, I'm raising this because just like General Mkhwanazi, we had thought we will be provided an opportunity by the former Chief Justice Zondo. We provided our affidavits because there were issues that were raised. I was given permission to come, but I was never given a date. So the Zondo Commission came and went without me having an opportunity to respond to the issues in the public domain, which issues remain relevant to the proceedings today. They also are relevant in the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. And I also thought it would have been good if there was follow through to what the Chief Justice Zondo has said, because he did not make any findings on the security issues. There was a commitment or recommendation made that he's going to recommend to the President to have a commission or inquiry specifically focusing on the security cluster, or the justice, crime prevention and security cluster, which let me speak for myself, I welcomed. I thought that opportunity is going to present itself. It never did. So I'm just simply, Chair, raising this to say there is no way that I will be comfortable in going through the affidavit, comprehensive as it is, with evidence in this day alone, because we are not going to do justice. That's my plea. I certainly don't have an issue with proceeding. And in answering your question, I'm at home. I was unlawfully dismissed. That matter is before the Labour Appeals Court. The Labour Appeals Court may pronounce this week or next week, and I don't want to go further into that. That's where it is. Let's allow the courts to pronounce.
The MKP.
Thank you, Chair. I don't think it's a problem, Chair. I think it's understandable. When you read this submission from General Phahlane, it's a very long one, and indeed, it will be totally impossible for us to finish the day today. And I guess the issue now is about the date. You know, when we agreed that when we have to finish, whether it's I think we've got a shocker block calendar for next witnesses, but indeed, with your wisdom, I guess that we will be able to have a date, you know, soon for this submission to be completed. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. The DA?
Thank you, Chair. Must be because it's the beginning of the year. I agree with Mr. Ntuli. Let us deal with the matter in that fashion. And we need an extra day in any event, so it makes little difference. I noticed, Chair, that we're not sitting on Mondays, and I know that Mondays are a constituency day. But given the severe time constraints of this committee, perhaps we should consider sitting on Monday. Thank you.
The EFF?
No, thanks, Chairperson. I really don't know what we're doing and where the consents of the witness come from, because in this committee, we've never rushed through any affidavit. And there must never be such a suggestion that we rush through affidavits. And in this committee, there's never been a witness which left here unsatisfied that my issues were not sufficiently canvassed. And therefore, where that concern comes from, I don't know. When you told us that was going to finish at 9, the chief whip of the ANC and everybody else knew what you were saying. When you said 9, we knew you were talking 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, because that's what you say. But we are going to finish at 9. At 9, we start renegotiating again to finish at 11, and we finish at 1. That's how effective we are. We are very serious about these matters. So we can't, right at the beginning, say, it looks like we're going to have a problem. 168 pages does not necessitate anything. It can be 168 pages with few issues that can be sufficiently canvassed, and by 9 o'clock we're done. But this committee at all times, when it is not satisfied itself, it will stretch itself and come to a conclusion that we need another day. But we can't start by saying we need another day, and the reason is it's 168 pages. That cannot be a criterion. This issue which I'm picking up is that the concerns are, I can't just come to rush through the thing, and I'm saying we've never done that. We're going to give this matter the attention it deserves, and by the time General leaves here, you'll be satisfied like the rest of others who came before us here and they left satisfied. Thanks.
Bangazit.